What's up, y'all? My name's Nelson. I am the owner and chief Cabana Boy at Cabana Boys Events. Today we have Chase on the podcast. This is episode 13, I believe. Chase is our new head Cabana Boy in Los Angeles and Orange County.
Yes, sir.
And this, regardless of how many episodes we do on this podcast, this episode will go down as the golden podcast.
This is the golden podcast.
We've got Chase, who's blonde, myself, who's blonde. We have Callie, golden retriever, and at Chase's feet, we have Ryder, his golden. So just lots of, blonde going on here.
Yeah.
The blonde squad.
The blonde squad. It's the Golden Retriever podcast today, coming at you live.
Before we get into you and your background and everything, you want something to drink?
I would love something to drink.
Awesome. I'll get you something to drink, Chase.
Cabana Boys cooler.
I don't know what's in there.
Is this the one that I think Chase talks about? Maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's got residue on
it. It does, but we'll go through that.
Some of this stuff has just been sitting in my fridge because I don't want to drink it.
Yeah.
And so now we're down to the stuff that I don't want to drink. So this is called the Joy Bus.
Good
Wow
stuff.
Wheat. Wondrous orange wheat. Let's give it a shot. Cheers, dude.
Cheers, man.
You
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. You're probably our first podcast guest that has had to come across state lines.
Multiple state lines.
Multiple. Tell us, you've been on quite the journey the last few weeks.
Yeah, man. Gosh, I mean, what was it? July 1st, I left Austin, went out to LA to go start that new branch.
Yeah.
I was there a week when I got the text that I could come out to Montana and go cowboy. Yeah. So I was in LA for 3.5 weeks, went out to Montana, cowboyed for a month. And then went to Dallas, Austin, back out to Scottsdale now, going to LA tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Putting a lot of miles on your rig.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a problem, but
well, tell us, we'll get to LA in a second, but I feel like the cowboy thing is appropriate because where'd you come from? Let's go back to the origin story of Chase and this company.
Okay. Yeah. So what was that? 2 years ago, I'm bartending that wedding.
Yeah.
Very different story than most guys.
Yeah.
Bartending the wedding and
whereas this is in Austin.
This is in Austin, Texas. Yeah. It was the only wedding I've ever bartended in my life. It was my girlfriend at the time just had a gig lined up and she was like, "Do you want to come bartend?" I had never bartended in my life. And it was just like fake it until you make it. I just needed some money. So I go out and bartend and I want to drink while I'm there. So everybody's coming up and I remember you came up and you saw me interacting with the guests.
Yeah.
And you asked for a drink and I was like, "Let's do a shot too." And you were like, "I have a job for you."
Yeah. I was like, "This guy's fun. He's good looking." This is before we even started hiring, basically. Rami, who's still on the team in Austin, but was moving from Scottsdale to Austin. So we had a manager.
So I think that was in January at the time.
The wedding is in November.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Rami was moving there first week of January.
Yeah.
And so I knew the Austin market was going to open up. I just didn't have a team yet. So you were our first official hire in Austin.
Love it. Yeah.
And then fast forward, I guess a year and a half-ish.
Yeah, around that.
I was like, "Hey, we want to open up this new market. Who's open to doing that?" And you hit me up and you're like, I want to do it really badly.
I was like, "Please get me out of Austin."
Yeah. So tell us about LA. I know you've only been there a cumulative 4 weeks, but
not long, but dude, it's a beast. It is. I was born and raised in Austin. That market was pretty easy in my opinion. Because I knew everything out there.
Right.
I go to LA. I don't know anybody. I don't know any of the markets. I have zero connections starting out. So it's it's a whole new, challenge. I have to go out and actually meet people now instead of just hitting up a friend and being like, "Hey, do you know somebody who can do this?"
Yeah.
So it's challenging, but it's also just it makes life way more fun.
Yeah.
It's it's great that you tell me "Hey, you need to go out and meet people tonight." And I'm like, "Okay, I guess
your job is to go network and talk to people."
Yeah. It's
much.
it's so much fun.
So the LA market's a little bit different than Austin for a couple reasons. One, it's two different brands, but we're also approaching different types of customers a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. LA it's not as much as the bachelorette scene, right? We knew that going into it. We were looking more into the bougier parties, the Malibu, the Hollywood, the red carpet events.
Yeah.
So it's a hard market to tap into, especially because that industry has been going for 100 years now.
Right.
So it's like, I'm a little guy knocking at a big door, but yeah.
We'll get there though. I feel like our brand is
we're starting to tap into it.
Starting to tap into it. It's like more, like you said, it's more like launch parties, brand activations, obviously like birthdays, bachelorettes, private parties, pool parties. Like I see stuff on Instagram that's like, XYZ influencer is at a pool party.
Yeah.
Who knows what the purpose of the pool party is, but like we would be great for
They just want to party.
Yeah.
That's it. And like
exactly.
we're perfect for that.
Yeah. Because we're the life of the party.
We are. That's all we need. Yeah. I mean, we're getting there, dude. We really are.
We got a team of what, like 8, 9 guys? So far?
Yeah. Got a few more guys that are going through the application process.
Nice.
Promising dudes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm excited, man.
Yeah. I'm excited for you to get back there and
actually
turn
just
it on.
Yeah, dude. I'm ready to hit the ground running. I was gonna kind of just mess around in Scottsdale for like the next few days, but I was like, nah, I gotta get back to LA.
Gotta go grind.
Yeah. It's time, man. It's time. Took my time off.
The thing is with the Cabana Boys brand is like, at the end of the day, we're bartenders. And that's one thing that I really like about the LA market is like the guys are bartenders. Yeah. They're not just like fun and good looking, right? They are that, but they're also
purely bartenders.
Yeah. But they also have like skills too. Yeah. So like, that's what I'm excited about. It's like, hey, we can do the fun Cabana Boys stuff, but we can also do the like actual bar skills type stuff. And
like we could hit that
drinks.
black tie event if they needed us to.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like being versatile out there, role playing.
Yep. Yeah. Cool, man. Well, you're from Austin, right?
From Austin, born and raised.
Went to UT. No, you didn't go to UT.
Air Force Academy.
Air Force Academy. That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
For some reason, I always just think everybody in Austin went to UT.
Yeah, because everyone does. Like no one leaves Austin.
Yeah. You were in the Air Force Academy, played football.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. Worst and best year of my life. Most fun I never want to have again. I went there to fly planes, but I also got hurt playing football. I couldn't really be a pilot anymore. I was struggling in school. I got the option to take the business route and go back to Austin. So I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like playing college football is hard at any school. But at the Air Force, when you have military drill instructors, dude, I can't imagine.
Because like you get in trouble in the classroom, you just got in trouble with football too and military.
Oh,
yeah.
Geez. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, dude. It was the best shape I've ever been in my life.
I'm sure.
That was the only good way of looking at it.
Multiple workouts every day.
Oh, like 4 or 5 easily. Yeah.
Air Force is good this year too.
Yeah, undefeated.
Yeah.
22.
You still follow them?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I still got some of my friends on the team.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're coming for USC.
You can have us. Honestly, we suck.
After that last game, man.
God, this will air in a few weeks, but we just lost to Notre Dame, and not ideal.
You got Oregon and Washington now.
Oregon and Washington, Utah, even UCLA is pretty good. We have Cal, who's probably could be our last win of the season, which would be sad. But
it'd be tough.
It is what it is. So, well, I asked you to prepare 2 truths and a lie.
I did.
Do you have those ready, Chase?
Yeah, I on my 14-hour drive here, I had a lot of time to ponder. Yeah. All right, first one. My family was cursed by a witch.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Coming in hot.
Coming in real hot, real
supernatural
fast.
stuff.
Second one. I had the Secret Service grab me in the White House.
Okay.
Okay. And the third one, I got arrested for eating a fry from the P. Terry's counter.
Oh. All right. So let's work backwards. P. Terry's is a fast food joint in Austin. Yeah. They have a lot of like walk up type places where you're like, I'm thinking of one on Barton Springs right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That one's true.
Yes. No, it's not.
Oh, it's not? That's a lie?
Yeah, that's the lie.
Okay. Well, how'd you come up with that?
I didn't get arrested. I got the cops called on me though.
Okay. All right. So it's like kind of true, but technically
just a little twist right there.
The cops called on you because you ate a fry?
Yeah. I was like in 5th grade. I was going to a...
in 5th grade?
Yeah. I was
Jeez.
I know.
What, like trigger happy P. Terry's employees are these? Like
no,
this
it's just these Austin people.
Oh.
Yeah. So like we're going to like my flag football game and I'm hungry. And like I've never been to P. Terry's before. Some fries sitting on the counter. I walked by and like I nudged my buddy and I was like, free fries. And I just like grabbed one. This lady comes up like a total Karen. Just yells at me.
Gosh.
I didn't think that much of it. I go down, sit, eat my food. All of a sudden a cop comes in. The lady's talking to him. The cop comes over and has to talk to my dad about it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. What a Karen.
I know.
Like she probably just saw her opportunity. She's like, I'm going to teach this kid a lesson.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, these little Austin kids, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, like, lady, you're not the kid's mom. Like, chill out. It's one French fry.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a lie. What were the other two? You were
Cursed by a witch.
Okay, there's got to be some crazy, weird backstory.
Yeah, my dad like was driving and cut off some lady in traffic. And she pulled up beside the car at like the stoplight and like just like cast a spell and said like the whole lineage is now like this is just screwed.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Is that why you got injured at playing football?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's like, I imagine she was probably on drugs.
I would hope so, to where like I'm not actually cursed.
Yeah.
That's the best case scenario.
Yeah.
That's
Have any of your other family members had any like bad experiences since then?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe it was real.
I think so. There's maybe.
All right.
Ryder's, that's why I got Ryder though. He's a good omen.
Good luck charm.
Yeah, same with Callie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Callie. And then the middle one was, you got grabbed by Secret Service in the White House.
Yeah. Yeah. So my mom used to work in the White House.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I lived in DC from like 1 to 5.
What was her role there?
She was the PR for Laura Bush.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like worked in Laura's office.
That's crazy.
Pretty crazy. Yeah.
That's like very close.
Yes. Very like proximity wise too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Did she like work with her like every day?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So after like my like preschool and stuff, I'd like just go kick it at the White House.
Yeah, just like trot on in.
Yeah. And there was like a fake apple or something in like George Washington's like room. So like I ran under like the red velvet rope to go grab this apple, and like Secret Service had like come snag me up. And, like,
Really?
Yeah. Return me to my mom.
How old were you?
Probably like 3.
3.
Yeah.
Are you on like a national like watch list now?
Dude, I think so. Because every time I go through TSA, flagged immediately.
It's the kid. It's the apple thief.
Yeah. It's the apple kid.
Chase the apple thief.
Yeah.
That's you hear about that in the current presidential like declassified records. That's hilarious.
Right when they walk in, they just learn of me immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a picture of me in the White House.
That's funny. All right, let's do some fishbowl questions.
Let's do it.
Callie's just mowing down a bone right now.
Yeah.
I'll let you go first, actually. Yeah.
All right. What is the best compliment you've received?
Oh, man. This one's very like vain, but when I was in college, God damn it. Here, I go. Oh, you got it. Okay, yeah. There you go. And you keep that in. When I was in college, I was a campus tour guide at USC. The people who like
that so checks out.
Thank you.
That's
a compliment. There's my answer.
There you go.
That's
like I want you to welcome me to college.
Yeah. So funnier kind of backstory. So when I was like applying to colleges and I visited USC, I like took the campus tour, and there was like a super cute blonde girl, and I got a huge crush. Obviously, I'm like a junior in high school. Like this girl's in college, like wearing like a sundress, very smart. Mm-hmm. And so my stepdad always called her the walk backwards girl. And so like when I got there as freshman year, he's like,
oh, because she's literally walking backwards as you're going.
Yeah. Okay. So that's like part of the job. Walk
yeah.
backwards. So the freshman year, he's like, "What, did you see the walk backwards girl?
Yeah.
Do you see her? And like, I don't know if I ever did or not, but I eventually got the job to be a walk backwards boy. And so that girl and I never overlapped, but I always think like maybe I was the walk backwards boy for some like girl in high school. But that's not the compliment. It's just funny.
I was about to say, you just complimented yourself.
No, but I was giving a tour, and you end the tour in front of like a very like famous USC statue called Tommy Trojan. And one of the moms comes up to me after. She's like, "That was such a great tour. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. By the way, you look like a young Robert Redford." I was like, "That's a phenomenal comment." I had to look up who.
I have no clue who that is.
Who it was. No, I had heard his name, but I didn't know what he looked like.
Yeah.
But I looked it up. I was like, okay, I'll take that. So that's probably like the best. There's probably like a lot more meaningful compliments I've gotten, from family members. But in terms of like a stranger, that's the one that came to mind.
Yeah. A young who? What's his name?
Robert Redford.
All right, I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Come on, dude. You've never heard of Robert Redford?
Like what? Musician?
He's like a very famous actor. I'll pull him up right now. He's been in Robert
Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah, he's like old.
Now. Which one is he?
he looks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like that's not what I look like.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that on the camera.
That's it. Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, like good looking dude. Yeah, exactly.
She just said you're a model, basically.
Pretty much, which was very nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if her daughter ever ended up at USC or not. Do you have a compliment?
Well, after you said that story, a story stuck out for me. It was actually, hear me out on the story before you.
Are you going to tell the story about how I approached you at a bar and tried to hire you?
No,
that's a pretty good compliment.
That's a good compliment in its own. I was actually going to tell the story the first time I talked to your mom.
Okay.
I swear to God, this is real.
Right.
Whenever we FaceTimes, like going out for the LA position.
Yeah. So just a little bit backstory. So my mom's involved in some of our like business operations. Yeah. It's a family-run company. Everyone.
Yes.
So she's a part of our interview process for some of the management positions. So
yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
But like right when I answered the call, she was like, "I'm so happy." And I was like, "Why?" And she was like, "You were the like always getting requested in Austin, and you look just like my son." And I was like, "Yes, I look just like Nelson, baby."
That's now a compliment to me. Thank you.
If your mama thinks I look just like you, that's amazing.
Thank you.
That's good.
You're just trying to gas me up right now. It feels good. Thank you, Chase. No, she really places a lot of value in like charisma.
Yeah.
Regardless of like how much experience you have in a professional field, like that's important, but it's not like the first thing she looks at. It's more about like charisma and like how can she relate to you. So I think that the fact that we look kind of similar.
I made it in the family tree right there. Yeah. She's like, family owned business. Let's do this.
Yeah. That's the golden episode. Yeah. Right.
It's a golden episode.
Have you been watching The Golden Bachelor?
I watched the first like 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so sad.
It's like, it's on one hand, it's like very sad because it's like the guy's wife died. Like,
that's very like why I
very
love it.
Sad story. And all these like older women are single too. Like that's just not something that's fun to think about. But it's also just like 70-year-old people like kissing and stuff and like flirting. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll last more than one season.
I hope it doesn't. I pray that it does not. I mean, I want to keep watching it.
The guy seems like a cool guy, for sure.
He seems like a chiller for sure. But I don't know. Like I get a little creepy vibe from him.
Yeah, but then oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, also like the whole fact like not hurting on The Bachelor or anything that happened in his life, but his wife died like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were together for like, what, 40 something?
Something like
that. And
he's
he's like, I'm ready to find my true love. I'm like, bro, like.
Dude, like, does he say that?
Yeah. He's like.
True love or like.
Well, most like, don't quote me on that. But like, yeah. But it's like, it's enough for me to be like, how good was your relationship?
Yeah. I need to find my next soulmate.
Who's going to be there for me now?
Yeah. I mean, hey,
whatever makes you happy.
Whatever
love
makes you happy.
Love who you love.
70 is the new 40,
Gosh.
That's what they say.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What's next? What's the craziest thing on your bucket list?
Bull riding.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. We just did an episode, which is actually, we rearranged them. So we just recorded one. It's going to come after this one. But the girl who was on it, Nikki, she grew up on a farm in Alabama. And so she like has ridden bulls like a good amount.
Like she's a cowgirl?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sick.
There's a bar here called, what's it called? Buffalo Chip? Is that right? Have you been there? Yeah.
My dad has played live music there.
Really?
In a band.
Oh, nice. So the thing is they have live bulls there and you can ride the bull like
live bulls, not the Bachelorette bulls?
No, like actual like bulls.
Like four-legged creatures.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you go and you ride an actual bull. Like
That's here.
Yeah, it's up in Cave Creek. It's like half an hour, 45 minutes away.
Team outing.
Yeah, I know. But you have to like sign your life away.
Yeah.
And they like ask you if you've been drinking or like take a breathalyzer or something like that. There's like bunch of checks and balances.
Yeah.
There should be.
But yeah, there should
for
be.
Sure. Absolutely.
But yeah, you can just walk in and just ride a bull.
Okay.
So there's your bucket list.
That's awesome.
Like we can go right now.
That's so
Let's
cool.
Go.
I'm so down. Let's go. Let's go. I'm in.
Just kidding. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't do that in Montana.
I'm too big.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Well, okay. So like, I want to go rodeo. I really want to try rodeoing.
Okay.
What I would be doing is steer wrestling. I don't know if you've like been to rodeos or anything.
Is that where you like rope it and then you get off the horse? And
That's falling off a horse onto a steer, flipping it over and hog tying it.
oh my gosh, that's intense.
Yeah. Dude,
Such a Texas thing. You're so Texan.
Well, it's football and boxing. Like I need my next thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, originally I was like, I want to bull ride, and all of the, like I was with a bunch of like PBR, like professional bull riders up in Montana, and they're like, dude, you're way too, like all of them are like 5'8".
What if you just get like huge bull?
I mean, like maybe like
If you're too big, I'm definitely too big.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good because I have no interest in doing that at all. You will not find me at Buffalo Chip anytime soon. Would you ever do running of the bulls in Spain?
Spain?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's like a rodeo clown type thing. Like I'd be on a bull, but I'm not letting it run me down.
It's like, hey, come and get me.
yeah, it's like I'm not going to stand in front.
wearing
I'll stand on
red.
you, not in front of you.
Yeah. I don't really get that. I'm sure the adrenaline rush is cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's not
No.
really my thing.
Because those guys get popped.
Yeah. I think most people, probably like 90% plus people, nothing happens to them. Mm-hmm. But the few people that do, like,
I think it's more than
that
90,
sucks.
or less than 90%.
Really?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, actually, well, I don't know anything. I'm throwing out a statistic right now.
You're an expert in bull riding, running in the bulls.
Yeah, I saw it
craziest
once.
thing on my bucket list. I'm trying to think. I love to travel, so I feel like it would be something to do with like, flying a plane or something like that, in like a exotic location. But I don't know anything specific. I'd like to go skydiving. That'd be cool, but that's like pretty basic.
So scary though.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that.
How about flying over Antarctica?
Going to Antarctica
bucket
was
list.
like a pretty big deal.
You've been?
No,
Oh,
definitely not.
okay.
No, I hate cold weather.
Yeah,
Like I love the heat. I'm a kind of a lizard.
yeah. That's why you live in Scottsdale.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My fiance, which the day this comes out, we're getting married in 2 days. So my future wife, she grew up in Florida, but she like hates super hot weather. And I'm like, it's 105, like whatever, feels good. And she's like, no way, like this sucks.
Yeah.
Let's move.
So she wants to get out of Scottsdale?
I don't know if she wants to leave Scottsdale, but would like to have like a vacation home or something like that elsewhere,
Yeah.
like Lake Tahoe, or we got engaged in the panhandle of Florida. It's called 30A, which is like actually a big bachelorette area.
Yeah. Seaside?
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Seacrest Beach, Rosemary Beach. It's between like, it's kind of close to Destin and Panama City Beach. But having a place there would be awesome. It's like the Bahamas. Like it's so nice. So, all right, let's pull another one.
All right. What's the funniest nickname you've ever had or given someone?
Oh God. Keep it relatively.
Yeah, I'm
appropriate.
trying. My first one was bad.
I was in
Yeah,
I was in a
give me a second.
fraternity, and in the fraternity you nickname your pledges. And so there was a lot of like pretty like inappropriate nicknames for some of my friends. My personal nickname, I was the notorious HUG, aka Huggy Smalls.
Okay.
That was mine. I don't really know why, still to this day, other than at the time I was like a pretty big dude, like much bigger than I am now. And so they felt
Huggy
I was
Smalls.
like huggable,
Yeah.
but also like big.
It's like a big bear.
Yeah, exactly. So there's still a couple guys who still call me Huggy. But there were some pretty funny ones.
Yeah.
Just some of them are hilarious
Smalls.
and appropriate. Some of them are extremely inappropriate. So
So at your wedding, is someone going to call you Huggy?
no, I don't think I invited those guys.
Yeah. Probably a good move right there.
Yeah. What's yours?
So back in boxing days,
You're a boxer too? And football? Wow.
my last fight was for a Sigma Chi frat fight night.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all did it at USC.
We
but,
did
like,
that. It was called beta boxing,
Okay, yeah.
but it was just like in the house. Like nobody else was invited. It was like
Yeah.
a brotherhood event, and not usually just like it was like one matchup or maybe two. And you just like beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah. Dude,
I never participated. But.
I didn't even go to UT, and I just got asked to come fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like they're like, yeah, Sean Kingston's gonna perform. Like you're gonna be main card. Like come fight. And I was like,
what?
Yeah. Good. Like they knew I like boxed at Air Force, and they like I've fought in like this backyard party fight night, and I knocked somebody out. So like they all knew that I like to fight.
Oh my gosh.
So they throw me in this thing. But my middle name's Christopher. So my roommates would call me Christopher Columbus, and then it went to Columbo.
Okay.
And then during fight night, they all thought it'd be hilarious if I got knocked out in front of Sean Kingston. So they all started screaming Columbo down. And like still to this day, when I see those guys, everybody screams Columbo down throughout the bars.
And was Sean Kingston just like, your way to beautiful girl?
Dude, right after the fight, I like go into like the green room there, and
Yeah.
like Sean Kingston's just like lighting up right there. He's like, "What's up?"
You got that right temperature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are the two Sean Kingston lines.
Yeah,
I know.
I can't tell you anymore.
So you played football and you boxed at Air Force? That's cool. You're a tough guy. You're tougher than you look.
I wouldn't say that.
That's funny.
I can take a lot of hits, and I like to hit.
Okay. That's fair.
But like,
I want you on my team.
I'll go home and like just cry my eyes out. Just hold Ryder and
That's fair. All right. This is kind of a not awkward, but just like a weird one. What's the weirdest item in your refrigerator right now?
Probably sardines.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm a big sardine guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just eat them straight out of the tin?
Straight out of that can.
That sounds like a Tim Ferriss, like, like human, like performance hack.
No, exactly.
type thing.
I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like all these people. And I got on like Sardine Talk.
Sardine Talk.
Sardine Talk, yeah.
The corner of the social media platform I would never thought it would exist.
I know, my friends would like make fun of me as I'm watching like my For You page because it's just like sardines.
That's weird. Dude.
Yeah, it's weird. But
I mean, the sardine talk is way weirder than having sardines in your fridge.
oh yeah.
My fridge is right there. I don't know. There's really nothing too crazy in there. I think I have some like mushroom burgers.
Those sound fire.
Yeah. So I've been trying to eat a lot more plant-based. And so.
Yeah. I didn't know you were you're a pescatarian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pescatarian. But
I just learned that listening to one of the last podcasts.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I love it. Like I feel so much better. And it's just, I don't know. It's harder, honestly.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like the standard American diet is atrocious.
It's awful.
It's the leading. I'm reading a book right now. It's the leading.
How Not to Die.
Exactly. Yeah. Wow, you really listen.
Yeah.
Good ears.
Thanks, man.
That'll take you far. But the standard American diet is like the leading killer of American people.
Yeah.
And yet there's like nothing. It's not being solved. Like nothing. Nobody's doing anything about it.
Yeah.
You know, more people are eating plant-based than ever before. But still, like you can go to KFC and like get a 12-piece drumstick meal, and it's gross.
Why do you think the issue is that? Do you think it's just financially?
It's convenience for one.
Convenience for
like,
sure.
Everything like plant-based food could be cheaper and easier to access, but because like big corporations like tell people that chicken is healthy, people think chicken is healthy, and
I thought chicken was
it's
healthy.
not at all. It's not. I mean, it's healthy. There's a scale, right? You have, super, super unhealthy stuff, and then you have like kale and broccoli, right?
Yeah.
So just because you say something's unhealthy doesn't mean it's like the most unhealthy thing in the world. It just might be unhealthier than something else.
Yeah.
Whereas like chicken, yes, it's not great, but it's better than like, a chicken fried steak, right? Like that's pretty damn bad for you. Like chicken fried steak is like the
So
penultimate.
so good.
It tastes great.
It's my favorite meal right there.
Yeah, you're such a Texas guy.
Yeah.
It's like the penultimate like standard American diet.
Yeah.
Like it put that on a pedestal. Like that's what Americans
Smother
love.
it in gravy, mashed potatoes, man. Come
Oh
on.
God, that sounds.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it tastes good. I've had it before. It tastes good.
Yeah.
But it's just that's so bad for you.
Yeah.
So chicken's not like as bad as that, but because like a lot of factory farms like put a lot of like salt water to like plump up the chickens, that's what ends up being like really bad for you.
Interesting.
So yeah. So you just everything in moderation. I'm not like a
So it's sardines.
Sardines, yeah.
Sardines, yeah.
So that's the thing. Is like sardines are probably healthier than chicken.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I'm a pescatarian, because I usually eat more. It's also about where you get the like food too, right? If you're like, I don't know, if you have a farm and you like, you know, use your animals for food, that's a hell of a lot better than like going to Walmart and buying the value pack of chicken cutlets, you know?
They're so cheap though.
That's why, but that's to your point, like it's financial, you know, like people do that because it is cheap.
I look at the price tag when I go and buy meat.
Yeah, that's not what you should be doing. I'm sorry, Chase, but you got to.
Let's make more money and then we'll talk.
yeah, that's fair. Start booking some parties.
Yeah, let's get more parties going.
Well, I think that's a pretty good place to wrap up. Is there anything you want to share? Do a little commercial for LA. Anything you want to talk about?
LA is popping off. We got to get there. Come see me. Come see the boys. We're building a great team. Man, I mean, like we're all about to be famous, right?
Yeah.
Podcast.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I'm excited that you're on the team. Excited you're leading the LA squad.
Yeah.
Excited to appreciate you driving, you know, all the way to Scottsdale to
sure.
do this.
Yeah. Happy to be here.
And have Ryder here, and Callie and Ryder can play a little bit. And although Callie's being a little worm right now.
Yeah.
But thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks
y'all
me,
for listening. Remember, this is the golden episode from Chase, Ryder, Callie, and I. Take care. Thanks for listening.
Cheers.
Thank you for listening to the Cabana Boys Podcast. Please like and subscribe to get new episodes as they're released. Write to the show by sending an email to thecabanaboyspodcast@gmail.com. You can find the video version of the show on YouTube at the Cabana Boys YouTube channel. The Cabana Boys and all other related brands are also on Instagram and TikTok at Cabana Boys Podcast, The Cabana Boys, The Cocktail Cowboys, and The Cocktail Boys. This has been a T-Door production.